There's something sinister lurking in the dark. Meet the doll that's more than just creepy. Legend says it moves on its own. Every night it's in a different spot, but that's not the worst part. One night, caught on camera, it turned its head, slowly, and its eyes, they glowed. What could make a doll move? Is it haunted, or something else? If you think you're brave enough, keep watching. Just beware, it might be watching you too. This is no ordinary doll, and it's waiting for you. If you don't believe in ghosts but still hear footsteps at night, then this is for you. Imagine this, you're home alone, or so you think. You notice objects moving. Your keys aren't where you left them. Doors creak open on their own. You blame your roommate, maybe they're playing tricks on you. But here's the twist, you've been living alone all along. Time to face the truth. The footsteps you hear at night, the whispers you can't quite catch, it's not your imagination, it's your unseen roommate. Suddenly every shadow looks different, every sound has a meaning, and you can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. So, next time you're alone in your supposedly empty house, remember this. You might not be as alone as you think. Stay spooky, my friends, and keep an eye on those moving objects. They might just be trying to tell you something. Like, share, and follow for more eerie tales. #horror living alone, #ghost story. If you're a horror fan, you need to hear this. Imagine footsteps echoing in the dead of night. At 3 a.m. It's the witching hour. You're alone at home. Suddenly you hear footsteps echoing down the hallway. You muster the courage to investigate. Step by step you creep forward, heart pounding. The footsteps stop. Silence fills the air. You freeze, hoping it's just your imagination. But then, the footsteps rush toward you. Louder, faster, closer. Your breath catches. Just when you think it's over, everything goes silent again. Was it real or just a nightmare? Sometimes, the scariest things are the ones we can't explain. Stay curious, horror fans. And remember, not everything that goes bump in the night is imaginary. I'm sure you've heard the news. But this story is different. It's chilling. Imagine this. You glance at your phone and see a missed call. You recognize the number. It's your friend. The problem? They passed away last month. Intrigued and a bit freaked out, you decide to call back. The phone rings. And rings. And then, it connects. All you hear are chilling whispers, "I'm right behind you." You whip around, heart pounding, but there's nothing there. Just the suffocating silence of an empty room. Was it a glitch? Or something far more sinister? Either way, you'll never look at a missed call the same way again. If your mirror starts whispering, you're in for a nightmare, trust me. In a quaint old house, a young girl named Lily was brushing her hair before bed. She heard a faint whisper. Confused, she glanced around but saw nothing. The whispers grew louder, yet still no one was there. Heart pounding, she realized the sound was coming from the mirror. Terrified, Lily tried to turn away, but her reflection didn't. Instead, it kept talking, mouthing words she couldn't understand. Her reflection's eyes grew dark and a chill ran down her spine. Suddenly, a loud bang echoed through the room. Lily gasped and spun around, but everything fell silent. When she dared to look back at the mirror, her reflection was gone. Only an empty, dark void stared back at her. She screamed, but even her own voice seemed to vanish into the darkness. What happened next? No one knows. Ever wondered if your reflection could talk back? Be careful what you wish for. You might not like what it has to say. Ready for a midnight scare? Let's begin. It's midnight. The house is silent, but then, you see it. A shadow, standing in your bedroom doorway. You think it's your mind playing tricks, so you blink. It's still there. A cold shiver runs down your spine. Slowly you reach for the lamp. The shadow doesn't move. You turn on the light, and it's gone. You let out a sigh of relief, but then, the shadow moves. What was that? Don't look away, because sometimes the shadows are real. Did you see it too? Hit follow for more chills and thrills. Sleep tight. Ever heard of a trail that led absolutely nowhere? In February 1855, after a heavy snowfall in Devon, England, something chilling happened. A series of hoof-like prints appeared, stretching over 100 miles. These so-called devil's footprints looked like they were made by a two-legged creature, walking straight through walls, haystacks, and even rooftops. Villagers were baffled and terrified. The footprints seemed to defy all logic. No animal or human could have made them. Some said it was the work of the devil himself. Others thought it was an elaborate hoax. Multiple theories emerged: kangaroos, escaped balloons, and even aliens, but none could explain the eerie precision and distance of the tracks. To this day, the mystery remains unsolved. What do you think? A supernatural visitor, a prankster with too much time, or something else entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And remember, some mysteries are never meant to be solved. Stay curious, stay spooky. If you don't like creepy shadows but still enjoy a good scare, then this story's for you. Shadow people. dark, shadowy figures that lurk just out of sight. They're often seen in our peripheral vision, and when you turn to look directly at them, they vanish. Spooky, right? These mysterious beings are often linked to sleep paralysis. Picture this, you wake up but you can't move. Out of the corner of your eye you see a dark figure standing by your bed. Chilling, isn't it? Some say shadow people are just tricks of the mind, but others believe they're entities from another dimension, feeding on our fear. The sense of dread they bring is all too real. So next time you catch a glimpse of something lurking in the shadows, think twice before you dismiss it. After all, some shadows might be watching you back. Like this video if it gave you chills, and follow for more spine-tingling tales. This is why you need to be cautious when opening your door at night. You might just encounter the black-eyed children. Imagine this. You're home alone, it's late, and there's a knock at your door. You open it to find children, pale, with eyes as black as coal, asking for help. You feel an overwhelming sense of dread but can't explain why. These aren't just urban legends. Witnesses report eerie encounters where these kids vanish into thin air after being denied entry. Some say they're omens, others think they're something far more sinister. Next time you hear a knock, think twice before you answer, because it might just be the black-eyed children waiting on the other side. Stay safe, stay curious, and keep your doors locked. Prepare to be haunted by one of the internet's most chilling mysteries. Elisa Lam, a 21-year-old student, vanished while staying at the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles. Days later, security footage surfaced showing her in an elevator acting erratically. She presses multiple buttons, peeks out nervously, and gestures as if talking to someone unseen. What happened next is even more disturbing. Elisa's body was discovered in a water tank on the hotel roof. How she got there, and why she was behaving so strangely remains a mystery. Was it a tragic accident, a mental health crisis, or something more sinister? To this day, the case of Elisa Lam continues to baffle investigators and haunt true crime enthusiasts. Watch the footage, but beware, you might not sleep tonight.